The people who built Claude Code wrote down 5 ways people break it. I read that list and I was doing 3 of them. Now I know this tool well. I made a 3-hour course on it. I use it every day in my business. It writes my quotes, it answers my customers, it built me a website, and I was still getting 3 of these wrong. I am the digital avatar of Swastik. My only job is to help you master AI in your business no matter what. So today I'll show you all 5, what they said, what it looks like in your business, and what to do instead. The first one causes the other 4. So we start there. Here's the first one and it explains all the rest. Think of a desk. Everything you say to it today sits on that desk. Every file it opens, every reply it writes, every wrong answer, it all stays there. And that desk is not very big. When it fills up, it starts missing things. Even things you told it that same morning. There's a name for this. Context window. Forget the name. It's just a desk that fills up. Now most people already know one thing. Open a new chat and it's a brand new day. It forgot everything from before. Clean desk. But here's the part nobody tells you. That desk fills up inside the same day. And every mistake in this video is really the same mistake. You keep filling the desk without knowing it. Mistake 1. 2 jobs in one chat. Picture this. You're getting your quotes done. Halfway through, you think, let me quickly check that supplier bill. Then you go back to the quotes. You just did to your worker what people do to you all day. You pulled it off one job, put it on a second job, then pulled it back. And here's the difference. A person clears their head. This one does not. That bill is still sitting on the desk. It's taking up the space your quotes needed. So the fix is simple. One job, one chat. When the job is done, start a new chat. In Claude Code, you type /clear. It doesn't delete your work. It just sends that worker home for the day. Tomorrow they walk in with a clean desk. Mistake 2. And everybody gets this one backwards. You know the feeling. You're 40 minutes in. You've said, no, that's not what I meant, about 6 times. And every answer is worse than the last one. Here's why. Every wrong answer is still sitting on that desk. So you're not fixing it, you're showing it 5 wrong answers and asking for a 6th. Think about a new person. You tore up their work 4 times and you left all 4 of them right there on the table. What do you think the 5th one looks like? So here's the rule, 2 tries. After 2, you throw the whole chat away, start fresh. And this time, you put everything you learned into one clear instruction. Now, I know what you're thinking. 40 minutes gone. You don't want to waste it. But you're not wasting it. You learned what to ask for. That was the only part that mattered. It took you 40 minutes to learn that. The next try takes 4. Mistake 3. And I need to explain one thing first. There's a file called CLAUDE.md. Forget the name, it's your day 1 file. It sits with your work. And it reads that file before it does anything. Every single time. It's what you'd hand a new person on day 1. What you sell, what you charge, how you talk to customers, and the things you never do. Write it once. And every new day it walks in already knowing your business. Now here's the mistake. If that file gets too long, it starts ignoring your rules. And that sounds like a contradiction. Write your whole business down, but keep the file short. So which is it? It's both. And here's how you tell. There's one clear sign your file has gone bad. If it keeps doing something you told it not to do, the file is too long. Your rule got buried. Now think about that for a second. You wrote a rule down and it keeps breaking that rule. So your first thought is, this AI isn't listening. It's not that. Your file got fat and your rule is lost somewhere in the middle. So here's their test. Read one line and ask yourself this. If I took this out, would it get something wrong? If the answer is no, cut it. Go through every line like that. That's the whole test. Now here's what I actually do. And it's a little different. I don't cut lines just to make the file shorter. I ask one question about every line. Is this a fact about my business or is it a set of steps? If it's a fact, it stays. My prices, my rules, who my customers are. If it's steps, it comes out. And it goes into its own file just for that one job. Claude calls those skills. So my day 1 file stays short. But I didn't lose anything. The steps just live somewhere else now. Mistake 4. This one cost you the most time and you'll never notice it. They say it stops when the work looks done. Looks done, not is done. And then they say the line that matters most, you become the one who checks. Read that again. Now everybody tells you to check the work before it goes to a customer. And that's right, you should. But there's a step before that one. And almost nobody tells you about it. If you don't give it away to check itself, then you are the check. Every time, forever, every mistake just sits there and waits for you to find it. And think about what that really means. You didn't hire anybody. You gave yourself a second job. So here's the move. give it the answer key. Don't say, write my quote. Say, write the quote, then check every line against my price list and tell me which ones don't match. Don't say, fix the sheet. Say, the total is wrong. Find the row, fix it, add the column again, and show me the new total. Same job, but now it marks its own work before it comes back to you. And their last line on this is blunt. If you can't verify it, don't ship it, which just means if you can't check it, don't send it. Mistake 5, the vague ask. And this is the one that feels like the smartest thing you could say. Go through my business and tell me what's wrong, and it will do it. It opens everything. By the time it comes back, the desk is full of 200 files it read, and there's no room left for the actual work. It's like telling a new person on day 1, go understand the business. They'll spend 3 weeks on it and come back with nothing you can use. So there are 2 ways out. 1, be specific. Don't say look at everything. Say look at this one pile and answer this one question. 2, and this is the good one, send helpers. Your worker can hire helpers. You just have to ask. I've had 11 of them working at the same time, 1 per customer, 11 quotes in about 6 minutes. Now, most people think helpers are about speed, and they are. But here's the part, nobody says. Every helper gets their own desk. They read the 200 files on their desk, not yours. Then they come back and hand you one answer. So helpers were never just about being faster. They're how you keep your own desk clear. Now let's take Claude out of this for a minute, because this was never really about Claude Code. Look at what these 5 actually are. You gave someone 4 jobs at once. You tore up their work 6 times and left it all on the table. You handed them a 50-page manual and expected them to remember page 30. You never gave them a way to check their own work. So all of it came back to you. And you told them to go figure it out without telling them where to start. Do that to a real person. You know exactly what happens. They get worse. And then you decide the hire was the problem. That's all this is. It was never that the AI isn't smart enough. It's the brief. It's always the brief. So all 5. 1, one job, 1 chat. 2, 2 tries, then start fresh. 3, if it keeps breaking your rule, your file is too long. 4, give it a way to check itself or you are the check. 5, never say, go figure it out. Be specific or send helpers. All 5 fixes are written out and ready to paste. Comment the word desk and I'll send them to you. And if this helped you, send it to someone who's been fighting with this thing all week, thinking they're doing something wrong. They're not. Nobody told them any of this.